Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new series here on the channel. Today, the new series is, going to be, something that's going to happen every Thursday, afternoon, or Friday morning, from obviously the Thursday media session where all the drivers, have had their media session on a Thursday and all the news headlines have come out on a Thursday prior to the F1 weekend, and we're going to try and indulge into all the major news headlines, from the Thursday media session. So let's get into episode number 1, for this week, and the first major news headline I want to discuss is about, obviously, Sebastian Vettel. Now, we know Sebastian Vettel is leaving Ferrari at the end of 2020 and will not be, obviously, a Ferrari driver in 2021. That's a guarantee, as Carlos Sainz has taken his place. However, when Vettel left Ferrari, we all believed, and I think it's very fair to say this, we all believed Vettel was leaving on good terms, on a mutual departure from the team. He wasn't being kicked out by the sounds of it necessarily. It sounded like neither had common desire to race with each other anymore going forward into the future. Now, a lot of people would suspect as well, maybe Ferrari didn't want Vettel necessarily being at the team or wasn't going to meet his demands, which may have been the case. However, today, intriguingly, Sebastian Vettel has said quite the opposite. In fact, placing the blame for him departing Ferrari actually directly to Mattia Binotto. Vettel said today during the Thursday media session, it was obviously a surprise to me when I got the call from Mattia that there was no further intention from the team to continue. We never got into any discussion. There was never an offer on the table. And that was Sebastian Vettel's words. That's what Sebastian said. Now, that solely is placing all the blame clearly at Mattia Binotto's doorstep as to why Vettel hasn't extended his contract with Scuderia Ferrari. And yeah, quite honestly, it doesn't sound like it's no longer a mutual departure from the team. It sounds more like, to me, from what I'm certainly can read here and gather from the information we've now got from Vettel himself in person, it sounds like a horrible divorce. It doesn't sound like, Vettel really wants to necessarily leave Ferrari, but it sounds like a horrible divorce, as if Mattia Binotto has basically cheated on Sebastian. And what's weird about it, and what strikes me, at the start of the season, Ferrari, Mattia Binotto was saying, our first priority is to sign Vettel for 2021. It sounded all, sweet cherry and blossom apple pie or whatever. It sounded very lovely and delicious. But as time grew on, and clearly what we've now seen, it's gone from this lovely sweet, pie to this horrible, rotten crumble, which, no one really wants a slice of. And, yeah, it looks very messy indeed. Personally, one of them's got to be lying. One of them can't be telling the truth because, if they were both telling the truth, obviously we wouldn't have this. I'm going to back Vettel here because, obviously, he's the driver. Now, the second point I want to come to is about Charles Leclerc. And trust me, Ferrari, by the sounds of it, are getting better by the day. I'm a Ferrari fan. I think any Formula 1 fan is a Ferrari fan. As Vettel said back in 2016, even if you support Mercedes or whatever, you are still a Ferrari fan. And I think that is so true in Formula 1 terms anyway. And unfortunately, by the sounds of it, Leclerc, who is now the numero 1 driver, is 99% confident Ferrari will struggle more in 2020 than they did in 2019. Now that, from your new number 1 driver, Leclerc, who, he's got a very good teammate in Vettel, very experienced four-time world champion teammate, who will probably push Leclerc a lot, or Leclerc will push Vettel a lot, either way around. But for your new number one driver going forward to be saying that you're going to struggle more than you did in 2019, doesn't sound, or doesn't fill you with confidence, to say the least. You know, quite frankly, it just gets better and better by the day with Ferrari, by the sounds of it. I've called, for Matteo Binotto's dismissal since the Russian Grand Prix of last season, but what do I know? Now, finally, I want to tackle this issue head on a little bit, in some sense. The new Mercedes livery, and actually, I like it, personally, myself. Black, turquoise, and red goes. It really, really does float my boat. I like it. It's a change. It's innovation. If you know what I mean. It's different. It's not the same old samey that we've had from the last decade. It's a bit different, and I like different. I wish teams, switched it up. And irrespective of the cause, I know the cause is obviously to end racism and to obviously support Black Lives Matter, obviously, which is something that has been in the news as of late. But irrespective of cause, I think people have got to come to their senses. Does it look good? Yes. Okay. It looks very good, in my opinion. And, Mercedes, okay, a lot of people say, oh, we've now lost the silver arrows. But Mercedes, most Mercedes road cars are black anyway, actually. And that is a fact, probably. Majority of Mercedes road cars are black. And that is true. And it looks great. It looks visually stunning, I think, to, me, personally. I like it. I don't get why so many people have got such a hatred for, Mercedes doing something, and actually it works. That's the difference. If it didn't work, okay, I get your point, fair enough, okay, but it does work. So people who are complaining about the livery, please stop complaining. I get, okay, you may not be into the BLM stuff, fair enough if you're not. If you don't like it, then don't support it. No one's forcing you to. You don't have to support that. But what I do suggest, support something that is nice, and this is nice. I like it. It's a nice job. Well done, Mercedes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time, folks, have a great day.